As we step into this extraordinary moment, a season filled not with coincidence, but with divine timing, something far greater than what the eye can see or the ear can hear is unfolding before you. This is not just another message, it is a revelation written into the blueprint of your life, a truth so powerful it carries the potential to redefine everything you thought you understood about your purpose, your destiny, and your inheritance. If you are here listening, know this: you were not led here by chance. This is your divine appointment. Take a breath and recognize that even now the Spirit is speaking directly to you, urging you to declare boldly, "I am ready to receive the blessing that heaven has ordained." Comment 77 below as your public declaration, not merely as a number, but as a prophetic symbol that you are prepared to step into what God has promised you. To those who have supported this mission with faith, with generosity, with sacrifice, whether through super thanks or through your constant encouragement, you are not just fueling this message, you are helping to spread light across the world. I thank you deeply from the bottom of my heart, because your partnership reminds us that we are stronger when we walk in unity, when we believe together, when we share the vision of hope and transformation. And now I ask you to lean in closely, because what is being revealed is not simply information, it is confirmation. For too long, something vital has been kept hidden from you, something with the power to transform your life completely. What if I told you that connected to your very name lies an account, an inheritance, not merely financial, but profoundly spiritual, one that symbolizes restoration, justice, and divine balance? Who concealed it? Why has it been hidden? And why is it being uncovered now, in this very season of your life? Stay with me, because what we are about to unfold is not just another story, it is your story, etched into eternity long before you were born. This is the moment when the veil of deception is torn away and the truth steps into the light. Consider the promise in Luke 12:2. There is nothing concealed that will not be disclosed, or hidden that will not be made known. The time has come for what belongs to you to be revealed. For years, perhaps you felt as though the dreams God planted in your heart always remained just beyond your reach, slipping through your hands like water, leaving you frustrated and weary. Yet this discovery, this blessing, is not an accident. It is God's declaration over your life that you were never abandoned. Jeremiah 29:11 declares, "For I know the plans I have for you, says the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future." These promises were not void. They were waiting for their appointed time. You have carried a longing for something greater, a pull toward destiny, and those whispers in your spirit were not illusions. They were reminders from heaven that your calling is real. Psalm 37 verse 4 tells us, "Delight yourself in the Lord, and He will give you the desires of your heart." Those desires were not misplaced. They were planted in you by God Himself as a down payment of the blessing He intended to release. Think of Joseph in Genesis 41. After betrayal, slavery, and years of imprisonment, he rose to a position of unimaginable influence because his faith held firm. Could it be that your struggles too have been the preparation for a season such as this? Galatians 6:9 says, "Let us not grow weary in doing good, for at the proper time we will reap a harvest if we do not give up." The harvest is now. Every tear you cried, every prayer you thought went unanswered. Every night you wrestled in silence. They were not wasted. God has seen you, just as he saw Hagar in Genesis 16 when she cried out in the wilderness. He is the God who sees, El Roy, and he has never turned his face from you. Those who schemed against you, those who thought they could bury your blessing in secrecy, underestimated the one who holds the keys of justice. Isaiah 54:17 declares, "No weapon formed against you shall prosper, and every tongue which rises against you in judgment you shall condemn." Their plots crumble now in the light of divine truth. The account, hidden under layers of deceit, was never theirs to own, never theirs to take. It was ordained with your name on it, and God himself has preserved it for such a time as this. Reflect for a moment. How many times did you question if life was unfair, why others seemed to advance while you remained behind, despite your sacrifices, despite your prayers? Yet, in all of it, 2 Corinthians 4:8-9 rings true. We are hard-pressed on every side, but not crushed, perplexed, but not in despair, persecuted, but not abandoned, struck down, but not destroyed. Every trial shaped you, every loss refined you, every hardship prepared you. Psalm 66:10-12 says, "For you, God, tested us. You refined us like silver. You brought us into prison and laid burdens on our backs, but you brought us to a place of abundance." Could this be your place of abundance? Consider Job, who lost everything, family, health, wealth, yet never cursed God. In time, God restored him with double. Job's story is proof that trials are not meant to destroy you, but to position you for a blessing far greater than before. James 1:12 confirms, "Blessed is the one who perseveres under trial, because, having stood the test, that person will receive the crown of life." That crown is waiting for you now. But this is more than a personal victory. It is generational. The inheritance surfacing in your name is not random, it is connected to your lineage. Your ancestors prayed prayers you may never know, sacrificed in silence, endured hardships with the hope that one day their descendants would walk in freedom. Hebrews 12:1 calls them the great cloud of witnesses surrounding you, cheering you on. Their faith was not in vain. Their dreams find fulfillment in you. Deuteronomy 28:12 promises, "The Lord will open the heavens, the storehouse of his bounty, to send rain on your land in season, and to bless all the work of your hands." Could this be the rain, the release, the breakthrough you have been waiting for? But hear me carefully, this blessing comes with responsibility. The parable of the talents in Matthew 25 shows us that resources entrusted by God are meant to be multiplied, stewarded, used to impact lives beyond our own. The master praised the faithful servant who invested wisely, but he rebuked the one who buried his gift out of fear. Will you step boldly into faith and use what is being released to you for good? Or will you let hesitation steal this divine opportunity? Proverbs 16:9 reminds us, "In their hearts humans plan their course, but the Lord establishes their steps." This is your step, your appointed time, and the path is already prepared. And yes, betrayal has been part of your story. The ones closest to you, those you trusted most, may have been the very ones who tried to conceal this blessing. Psalm 55:12-14 reveals David's lament. "If an enemy were insulting me, I could endure it. But it is you, a man like myself, my companion, my close friend, with whom I once enjoyed sweet fellowship. Betrayal cuts deep, but even that was seen by God." Luke 8:17 assures us, "For there is nothing hidden that will not be disclosed." What they intended for harm, God is turning for good, just as Joseph told his brothers in Genesis 50:20. This revelation is justice, restoration, and vindication. And now, with the truth uncovered, you must guard your heart. Proverbs 4:23 says, "Above all else, guard your heart, for everything you do flows from it." Not everyone around you will celebrate your breakthrough. Some will envy, some will doubt, some will even attempt to sabotage. This is why you must walk with discernment, protecting the sacredness of your blessing and aligning it with God's purpose. Remember Esther 4:14, "And who knows but that you have come to your royal position for such a time as this?" Could it be that you were chosen not only to receive, but to lead, to inspire, to set a new standard for generations? Your trials have shaped you, your faith has anchored you, and now your testimony will light the way for others. Do not shrink back. Joshua 1:9 commands, "Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged. For the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go." This is your call to rise. The wealth, the restoration, the hidden inheritance. It is not merely for personal comfort. It is a tool of liberation, a platform for purpose, a foundation for legacy. Romans 5:3-4 says, "We glory in our sufferings, because we know that suffering produces perseverance, perseverance, character, and character, hope." That hope is alive in you now, burning brighter than ever before. Can you feel it? The shift in your spirit, the undeniable truth that this is your moment. Declare it boldly. I rise. I reclaim my blessing. I trust God's plan. Speak it, believe it, and act upon it. For faith without works is dead, as James 2:26 tells us. What once was hidden is now revealed. What once was delayed is now delivered. What once was denied is now restored. This is your season of abundance, of breakthrough, of stepping into the destiny God has always written for you. Romans 8:28 assures us, "And we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love him, who have been called according to his purpose." You are called, you are chosen, you are unstoppable, and this is only the beginning.